Hi, Michelle with Silver Lining Daydreams, and I'm very excited to be sharing with you a decluttering challenge that we just finished, and it's called the Minimalism game. It was originally put together by Josh and Ryan of the Minimalists. Basically what you do throughout the month is on day 1 you're going to get rid of 1 item, on day 2 you're going to get rid of 2 items, and so on. This year we thought that we would do things a little bit differently and get the hard stuff out of the way first. On day 1 we got rid of 31 things. On day 2 we got rid of 30 things. We were able to get rid of over 500 things this past month, and it feels amazing. What we did is we gave things away to friends, family, thrift stores, and the Humane Society. And our goal today is to motivate you and hopefully inspire you to try a similar challenge yourself. Stick around to the end of the video where I'll give you a short takeaway of the good, the bad, and the difficult that we found while playing the minimalism game. All right, let's get started. On day 1, I had to find 31 items, and I knew just where to start. I had a few things that were worn out or I wasn't wearing anymore, so those were easy to let go of. I had a nice coat I thought that I would wear more while camping, but I rarely wore it. I also had old painting clothes and a few things that I was saving, hoping to fit into this past year, but I didn't, and that's okay. With the exception of a couple of skirts, I decided that if it doesn't fit now, I wasn't going to keep it around. Day 2 was just as easy. We let go of 30 books. If we hadn't referenced it in the last year, it went in the pile. It was early in the month and I had pretty good momentum going, and I was able to let go of 29 sewing items, including a sewing basket that had been too small for several years. I was able to get rid of a few more things that I gave to our daughter, but I forgot to take a picture of. It's day 4 and we have way over 28 toys here. Everything is able to fit in our bins a little bit better now, plus it's easier for the kids to help clean up. So much Christmas stuff. Honestly, we could have had several declutter days of just Christmas decorations. More ornaments than we need, and neither one of us have the patience for these light storage things. This took a lot of time to go through, and frankly, it was a little overwhelming at times, even though I had gone through it the last couple of years. Fortunately, I was able to find 53 things, and that equals a very successful day 5 and day 6. I continued looking in the basement for things that I had squirreled away down there, and I was able to come up with this random pile of 25 items for day 7. A squeegee we never used, old magazines, extra Christmas cards, a few more toys, craft moss, random toothbrush, and a bin that I didn't particularly care for. Staying with the basement theme, I went through our paint cabinet. Not only did I find actual trash and a dried up paintbrush, I also found 6 extra can openers and 3 handle extenders that never really worked very well. 24 items total means a win for day 8. On day 9, I gave up a few sewing projects that I had planning on doing for a couple of years, and some things that I had bought for a Halloween party that we were planning on having with the grandkids this past fall. But someone was sick and we never got around to it. Maybe next year, when all 4 kids will be able to have more fun. Plus, I found a few more items that we weren't using, making it 23 items to leave our home. Culling the music and movie storage was the goal for day 10. With less CDs, we didn't need these storage cases, and we even had a few VHS tapes in there. Day 11, I had a hodgepodge of things that I uncovered from all over the house. I found everything from a pizza pan that I never liked, some bags that came with an online order, embroidery floss that I haven't used in over a decade, just to name a few of the 21 items that we were ready to clear out. We had magazines and area attraction booklets we were keeping for our Airbnb guests, but who wants to look through old ones? We'll pick up some new reading material next time that we host. We were able to eliminate 20 magazines and catalogs for day 12. We found 19 towels, sheets, and blankets from our camper and linen closet that we weren't using. Day 13 was a success, and the Humane Society was happy to take them off of our hands. More odd things to chalk up for day 14. 2 sticks that I used to hang Christmas ornaments on in our windows, an extra coat that I wasn't wearing, a drop cloth that was too thin, notebooks I knew that I wasn't going to use, and other random stuff, including a Blatz bottle that we found in the wall during a recent renovation in our bathroom. I gave up 17 pairs of socks and tights on day 15. Some had holes, but some of them were brand new and really nice. But they irritated my legs when I wore them, so I gave them to our daughter. I wanted to show the progress over the last couple of years of decluttering in our medicine closet for day 16. This year, it literally took about 10 minutes. I've been regularly filtering out unused and expired health and beauty products, but I was still able to weed out 16 more. If I don't use it, I lose it. Keeping a lotion I didn't care for in the closet wasn't going to make me use it anymore. I'm not advocating being wasteful, as I gave most of it away that I wasn't using, but it did bring to my attention the importance on the front end of being more mindful on what we bring into our home. Decluttering can be like peeling an onion. Sometimes it takes a few passes to get it how you want it. Everything in our home is inventory that we need to store, manage, clean, and be able to find when we need it. In the kitchen, I had lids with no bottoms and bottoms with no lids, extra gravy boat and creamer, a cute little turkey that I never put out anymore, a tiered serving tray that was crooked, just to name a few of the 15 items that I was able to come up with for day 17. On day 18, I mustered up enough courage to go down to the basement and tackle gift bags and wrapping materials. I found 14 items, and that didn't even include going through the ribbon. I trudged through the snow to look at the toys that we were storing in the shed. I went through all of the bins and found things we didn't use over the summer. When I brought it in to show Brad, he wanted to keep the Frisbee, so I replaced it with a tablecloth to equal 13 items for day 19. So here I am with the last of the remaining Christmas supplies. Hooks that look cool when I bought them, but I didn't care for on the tree. An overabundance of snowflakes and a few random pieces sums up 12 items for day 20. 11 pieces for day 21. A drying mat I never use, beeswax that's lost its wax coating, 2 cups that are all scratched, 2 cards to a missing deck, a fabric softener ball that I haven't used in several years, and 3 boxes that I was keeping in case I needed to return the item, but I don't. 3 weeks down and 1 more to go. Our habits have changed in the past year, and Brad is doing more of the cooking, and these things just weren't on his radar. So 10 items that unfortunately expired, we had to discard for day 22. Day 23 is about the time that I was pretty thankful that we were doing this as a countdown to declutter our items. Every day was a little easier than the one before. We had 2 hats Brad never wears, a headband that was for our granddaughter, mittens that I don't care for, add 5 extra cookie cutters, and we scored 9 items for day 23. We've been slowly curating our movie collection to ones that we will actually watch again. So we rehomed 5 movies, 2 Christmas CDs that we don't listen to, plus this bag that we got from our son that we thought we might use, but we don't. That's 8 items for day 24. For day 25, we had 7 extra decorative pins that I didn't care for. They came in a set that we had bought, so off they went to the donation center for somebody else to enjoy. I gave away 4 pairs of shoes, 2 of which were only worn a couple of times. Add a few more old painting clothes, totaling 6 things for day 26. After day 27 with 5 kitchen items, the next few days were a breeze. 4 games, 2 cords plus a lid holder, 2 bottles, and 1 broken purse for day 31. Okay, we made it through, and I was going to save everything and have one huge gigantic pile and take a picture of it for you, but I couldn't handle having that stuff around any longer, so we got rid of it as we went along. And I am definitely somebody who is impacted by my surroundings, by all the stuff that I have around me. A couple of the takeaways that we found were, number 1, if you are going to post to either FreeCycle or another free Facebook page, be sure you post a date on how long that you will save it for. Because, typically we have 7 days. That's it. If it's not gone in 7 days, it gets donated. We don't want to have a big, huge pile starting to, accumulate, or worse yet, having some of those items to creep back in the house. The second thing is, I'm really glad that we took pictures along the way, because you forget how much stuff that you have gotten rid of. And when you have pictures to look back on, you can really see how much of a difference you're making in your home. The third thing that we found was, I was really glad that we did the decluttering challenge in reverse, because first off, we got the hardest part done right away while the momentum was high. And we've done this before, this challenge before, and when you do it the regular way, they say that you will build your decluttering muscles, as you go on throughout the month. But when we did it like that last time, it was a little overwhelming for me. So I'm very happy that we did it in reverse. The last thing that we learned after going through this is that we were more mindful when we went shopping. If we needed to go pick something up or if we were out and about, we were very careful when we considered purchasing something. We asked ourselves, is this something that we need, or do we already have something at home that's an alternative? The reason why is we didn't want to have our house start to fill up with all of those things again. And I have a couple of suggestions if you're on the fence about starting the game or not. I say just try it, commit to one day. Just if you get through the end of the month, awesome. If you get through just a few days, that's still a win because you were able to get rid of some of the things in your home that were no longer serving you. The second thing I would suggest is to try to play the game with a friend. It's great for accountability and also for encouragement. And just don't forget to take pictures along the way, and that way you can share them with your friend. If you'd like to see more videos like this, or if you have any questions, just let us know in the comments below. We love to be engaged with our YouTube friends. We hope that you were able to find some value with this, and if you did, we would greatly appreciate it if you could like, share, and subscribe. That helps others to find us. Thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.